Hello guys, today I'm going to introduce my network quality testing system. I call it NetHang. In this system, you can use not only common features like bandwidth limiting, packet loss, and latency, but also built-in network models. You can create your own test cases, and these test cases can change dynamically over time. With just one Linux machine and 2 network cards, you can easily build a weak network test environment. This greatly reduces the cost of weak network testing. In this video, I will demonstrate the main features in 4 parts: throttle, latency, loss, and models. Let's take a look at the throttle part first. During the whole test, I use iPerf to send them traffic at 1 megabit per second. The packet rate should be around 100 packets per second. In the throttle section, it currently provides 2 parameters, rate limit and queue depth. Rate limit defines the outgoing bandwidth. Queue depth defines how many packets the queue can hold. In this case, we set the rate limit to 800 kilobits per second and keep the queue depth of 1000 packet. Let's start the test. As you can see, the queue length keeps increasing. It supposes no packets are dropped until the queue reaches the limit of 1000 packets. Okay, now here it comes. The packet loss occurred. We will turn off the throttle first. Okay, let's change the parameters. This time we use the same 800 kilobits per second rate limit, but we reduce the queue depth to 100 packets. Let's see what happens. You can see that packet loss starts very quickly this time. So users can use this function to test whether a network protocol is more sensitive to packet loss or latency. Next, let's take a look at how latency works. First, we set a constant delay of 100 milliseconds. Because the latency is created by forcing packets to wait in a queue, you can see a buffered packets in the queue now. Next, we add some jitters. We will use the mode that allows packet reordering and see what happens. Let's set it to 200 milliseconds so the effect is more obvious. You can see that the iPerf log shows the negative packet loss rate. This happens because the packets arrive out of order. At the same time, the number of the packets buffered in the queue starts to fluctuate. This is how jitter is introduced. Now we switch jitter to the mode that doesn't allow packet reordering. In this mode, jitter is created by changing the on and off timing of network. Because the later packets do not need to be sent out first, this mode requires more queue space. As a result, the negative packet loss statistic disappears, but the jitters still there. Next, let's take a look at how packet loss works. For packet loss, we only need to set an overall loss rate and loss type. Let's give it a 10% loss rate. With these 2 settings, we can simulate 4 scenarios, from random loss to high burst loss. The average burst lengths for low, medium, and high burst are 3, 10, and 50. You can see that with 10% random packet loss, the actual loss rate stays around 10%. Let's change the loss type to low burst. Then let's change the burst type to medium burst. Finally, let's change the burst type to high burst. You can see that in burst mode, the packet loss rate fluctuates much more strongly. So far, we have demonstrated the settings for throttle, latency, jitter, and loss. If you know the network conditions you want to simulate, you can combine these parameters to build your own weak network test cases in this way. If you are not sure how to set the parameters for a specific network scenario, that's okay. You can use the built-in network models in NetHang. So let's get into it. NetHang currently includes couples of network models. Some of them are inherited from Apple Network Link Conditioner, which makes it easy for Apple users to do comparison testing. The other models are generated by me based on a large amount of real-world measurement data. To a certain extent, they reflect real network behavior. First, let's look at a high-speed driving scenario. In this case, we assume the main issues are cell handovers, differences between 5G, 4G, and 3G networks, and network fluctuation caused by signal changes. In this case, the uplink and downlink bandwidth limits are switched to 3G first, and then change between the different network types and the signal conditions. Finally, let's look at the Starlink scenario. In a Starlink network, we believe the main issue is periodic satellite handover every 20 to 30 seconds. At the moment of satellite switching, jitter occurs. After each switch, the network latency is very likely to change and stay at a certain level until the next switch. This latency usually falls in the range of 30 to 300 milliseconds. Okay, this is everything I want to share in this video. I've put the link to the code repository and the documentation below the video. You are very welcome to try it out and share your feedback. Thank you.